Ethereum ETH exchange-traded funds have debuted with a bang. But that is already known to us. We don't know what's happening behind the scenes, and it's something terrifying that was just discovered. There is a great deal of concern among investors whenever Elon Musk makes a public return. But what is actually happening, and why is Elon Musk even a thing? And how is this even related to Shiba Inu? Now, I will make a proclamation. Here is your daily dose of Shiba wealthy coin. If you are interested in Shiba and want to learn more, you have come to the right place. Remain ahead of the curve in the cryptocurrency market and remain informed about all the newest news projections by subscribing. Make sure to hit the like button to receive more SHIB news. An important event occurred in the cryptocurrency ecosystem this week with the introduction of Ethereum ETFs. An incredible $112 million was traded for these new ETs. 9 Ethereum spot ETs were able to start trading after Monday's license was obtained. The issuer's petitions have been through numerous revisions in the past 3 weeks, building on the initial approvals obtained in late May, and finally culminated in the most recent approval from the SEC. This final step brings an end to the lengthy process of implementing Ethereum 8 DEFs. Given that Bitcoin ADS has already been allowed by the SEC, investors with regular brokerage accounts may now buy and sell Ethereum ETFs with simplicity thanks to their introduction. The Ethereum coin has achieved a major milestone. According to Bitwise's CIO Matt Hogan, we've now fully entered the exchange-traded funds era of crypto with this accomplishment. There has been a lot of success with the newly permitted Ethereum ETFs. News of a substantial influx of funds has already circulated. This outstanding beginning was pointed out by Bloomberg's senior ETF analyst, Eric Balchunas, in a recent article about X. Based on the initial trade information, these exchange-traded funds have recognized that yes, Ethereum has had half the trading volume that Bitcoin ETFs saw when they initially launched. Balchunas is right when he says that even getting to 50% is an accomplishment. Nevertheless, a terrible thing happened later on. A tweet, including an unexpected update from a former user, captured everyone's attention. The laser eyes that Elon Musk had in his earlier shot are removed. In any case, why? Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, removed the laser eyes from his previous profile photo, which had symbolized his optimism for cryptocurrencies, especially considering the market's signs of a good trend. President Biden included the laser eyes after announcing he will not run for re-election in 2024. The cryptocurrency community has begun to associate laser eyes with hope, particularly for Bitcoin's future. Elon Musk could opt to remove these laser eyeballs on the day of the Ethereum ET introduction, but why? It's definitely an unusual and confusing decision. Elon Musk's is particularly interesting because of when it happened. The day Ethereum ETs were launched as a message might have been the day the laser eyes were removed, but identifying it is challenging. Is he telling us something big is going to happen? Maybe he's signaling a shift in perspective or a new course of action on the trajectory of Bitcoin. Alternatively, it could be an attempt to shift attention away from Bitcoin and onto other cryptocurrency developments, like the recently announced ETs by Ethereum. Something more significant may be indicated by this change. By removing the laser eyes, Elon Musk may be suggesting that his views on Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency sector as a whole have changed. This might indicate that he has a heightened awareness of potential threats that the average public misses. We must also consider the likelihood that this pursuit is a strategic distraction or a sign that his objectives or investment approach have changed. We should all keep an eye on the future of cryptocurrencies to see whether this shift is indicative of larger trends or problems. Regardless of the enigma surrounding Musk's decision, the Ethereum ETFs have demonstrated a lack of concern. Nonetheless, they've made a big splash, with Grayscale at the head of the pack. The first day of trading for Ethereum ETFs saw an astonishing $1 billion. Also, Grayscale has some extremely bizarre news. In January, after Bitcoin ETFs were approved, Grayscale started selling off huge amounts of Bitcoin. A number of market breakdowns occurred as a result of the massive selling that ensued. Grayscale is currently dominating the charts with the Ethereum ETF, which is absolutely incredible. Because it signifies a major shift, this alteration is significant. When it comes to investing in Ethereum ETFs, Grayscale is in the forefront in setting new records, keeping the market from being disrupted once more. This move highlights the potential rapidity of environmental changes and the multiplicity of factors impacting market dynamics. This launch is also anticipated with great expectations by analysts. Ethereum ETF's successful launch might be a sign of more mainstream acceptance and use of financial instruments linked to cryptocurrencies. Ethereum and the increasing demand for diversified cryptocurrency investments are indicated by its robust launch. Regardless of whether its trade volume was lower than Bitcoin ETH's, there is hope for their potential impact on the Bitcoin sector based on their early performance. Surprisingly, Shiba Inus were just as captivated by all the hubbub, leading to a fortuitous 7% uptick in substantial sales for Shiba Inus. Alludes to the possibility of future growth. The psychology of lucky numbers is commonly considered when making financial decisions and may impact the market performance of digital assets like Shiba Inu. Even though it sounds silly, the 7.77% increase in Shiba transactions exceeding $100,000 in the past 7 days indicates that major players are certainly interested. These large-scale deals indicate that we are entering an accumulation period when large-scale investors are stocking up on assets in the hopes of a future price surge. This might mean that the Shiba network is attracting more users and transactions as it expands. Despite the current ridiculous frenzy about Ethereum ETF, reasonable issues do exist. How long will this thrill last? Can we estimate how much money it will ultimately bring in? In reality, how will this influence the altcoin market? Various analysts have different hypotheses about the Ethereum ETFs. These funds might attract about 20% of the capital that Bitcoin ETFs have received so far, say Eric Balchunas and James Seifert. In contrast, JP Morgan is more gloomy, anticipating its collapse in the face of meager inflows. Despite a strong start, the price of Ethereum dropped 2% after the NF began. Inside the first half an hour, there was trade activity totaling $200 million. This is analogous to how Bitcoin's price dropped during the initial release of its ETFs, despite subsequent substantial rises. It remains to be seen whether Ethereum ETFs will inevitably generate the same amount of enthusiasm. However, our findings indicate that this excitement will definitely cause significant ripples in the altcoin market. It could be extremely beneficial for tokens such as Shiba Inus and others. According to a tweet from a previous user, people just don't get it. Top 20 alts are still lacking. No additional funds will be allocated. Well, this is a boon. There has never been a lower price for interest-bearing coins. Put simply, the best bargains have not yet arrived. Investors will pour money into Bitcoin once its price reaches $85,000 or $87,000. Now, the top 20 alternative will soar. This might be beneficial, the tweet argues, even if the most prominent cryptocurrencies aren't performing well at the moment and aren't attracting a lot of new capital. It implies that we might be witnessing some of the best buying opportunities at the moment with prices at historically low interest rates. An influx of new investors looking to buy altcoins might be triggered if Bitcoin prices surge to $85,000 to $87,000, according to the Notion. If this happens, the top 20 cryptocurrencies might see a price boom similar to that of Shiba Inus. On the other hand, what do you think about that? Do not hesitate to post a comment. Your thoughts will be read with much anticipation. Today has come to a close. You should definitely give it a thumbs up. Subscribing and sharing will take you to our most current videos.